Alright, what is up people? It's me, Dudley Zodiac, and welcome to something. This is just an experiment. So, as we all know, since Season 1, Buck's gun has kicked like hell, at least on console. This gun, it kicks so fucking much, he's unusable with an ACOG. Truthfully, honestly, you cannot use an ACOG unless you have a mouse on console, which you're an asshole if you do, but Buck is really hard to use with an ACOG with his C8. So, and it's been like that since he came out. So with the new weapon misalignment, which hasn't hit the game yet, which is, I'm testing to see what this is all about. But his gun, it looks like his gun doesn't kick as much, and I want to see why that is. Why, like, with the pistols, the metal kicked up in your face since the beginning of the game, and they fixed it, and now the metal doesn't kick up in your face. But this pistols, like, they still have recoil, and it's fascinating. Like, you could actually see what you're shooting, but it's easier to control the recoil. And I feel that's how Buck is gonna be, because let's just take full speed, like normal speed. Let's take a look at his recoil. This is with me controlling it a little bit. Keep that in mind. A little bit. Not to the most I can control it. But this is how I would usually control it if I were in a real game. So that's Buck's recoil. And I'm going to show you now what it's like without controlling it. That's crazy. And it's been like that. But with the new weapon misalignment, his gun doesn't seem to kick that much anymore. Like, it looks just like the pistols were, like, really hard to control back then. And this looks more clear. Like, you could see what you're shooting at, and it's easier to control because you could actually see, because the gun isn't, the sight isn't doing this. You see how the sight is kicking all over the place? I've noticed with the weapon misalignment, it doesn't do that. I feel like the sight doesn't kick all over the place. If it's kicking, it's gonna be the gun kicking up. So I noticed it just sort of reminds me of the pistols, where it's like you could see what you're shooting at. You could see more clearly, so it's easier to control because you could see clearly, and the sight isn't kicking up all over your screen, and you don't just see a bunch of metal like this. And the reticle isn't kicking all over the place. So let's take this frame by frame. Slowly but surely. Alright, let's see it. Boom. You guys see how the reticle is like moving left, right, up. So you see that? Look at that. That's insane. That really fucks you up when you're shooting, because the reticle is moving all over the place, and you're like, what the fuck am I hitting? What am I shooting at? That's why it's so hard to control. Now let's skip to the end. I show a little pistol off. Here's the pistol. Let's take a look at the pistol. Let's look at this full speed first. You guys see that? You guys see how clear that is? It never used to be like that. I mean, they fixed it a long time ago. But the pistol, the metal would jump up in your face just like the reticle with the ACOG. But they fixed it. And I think that's what the weapon misalignment is going to do. I mean, look at that. Like, the metal isn't kicking up in your face. The pistol still kicks. Like, you guys see, it's visibly kicking up a little bit. But it's easier to control because you could see what you're shooting at. We go back to the ACOG. It's jumping up all over the place. You can't really see what you're shooting at because it's going all over the place. And with the new weapon misalignment, it doesn't seem to be doing that. It just doesn't. I wonder if I could add. Okay, I can. So let's take a look at this. I'm gonna slow it down to the slowest speed we could get. Let's just take a good long look at this. So he gets a kill. He gets a kill with the fire, right? The asphyxiation. And let's look at this recoil. He's shooting somebody. Right. He's about to be shooting somebody. Gets the trap. Look at this. That's full auto. You see how the sight didn't kick at all? Like, it's not kicking up in his face. You guys saw how the sight wasn't kicking up in his face. Now let's go back to this. The sight's kicking up in your face. Now I know I might be a little stupid saying this, but I just wanted to get it out there that I think they're just doing, like, because it seems a little complicated. Like, oh, the sight. In simple terms, they're doing what they did to the pistols and making it more clear where you're shooting at. I know that might be an obvious thing to say. I may be stupid for putting this out there. I don't know. I didn't think about, like, when I was thinking about it, I was overthinking about it. Like, how the hell does that work? And then you go and sort of. I went to experiment with it because I was like, I want to know how this works, and it's really that simple. They're just clearing up the sight and making it easier to control. And the recoil, it really doesn't seem like there's any recoil. Like with the pistols, they used to have so much recoil because it kicked up in your face, and now they really don't have any recoil. There's still some, but they don't have a lot. I really do feel like that's what they're doing with primaries now. And I didn't really understand it until I went and did this experiment. And I sort of thought about it just a little more than I was, because I wasn't using, I wasn't really using my brain when I was thinking about it. And now that I'm more of a visual learner, you know. And now that I see it, and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. So I figure other people maybe out there like that, maybe don't understand it a little bit. I could clear it up a little bit for them. If I did clear it up for you, I hope I did. I hope I'm not the only one that really just got a little bit confused about how the recoil is all of a sudden just super controllable. I really hope I wasn't like the only one that, like, damn, what the fuck, like, this is weird. And I wonder how the iron sights work now. I really want to see, like, how the iron sights work. When I get my hands on, I'll show you guys how the iron sights work, because I don't know myself. I haven't seen anyone use iron sights in the primary. But maybe that's cleared up too, and all the metal doesn't jump around in your face. Maybe. That might be really good. But yeah, I just wanted to show this. It's just like the pistols, really. But it just seemed a little complicated for me. I needed the visual to see. But yeah, I hope I helped you guys out with this. I certainly helped myself out. Like, I made this video. I'm not gonna lie, I made this video for myself. But I figure, maybe I'll just post it, you know, in case there's other people out there like me that you know, having a little trouble understanding this. But yeah, it's that simple. So I hope you guys out. If I did, leave a comment or something, you know, subscribe if you're new, you know, just do anything to help me out. I'd really appreciate it if I helped you. Sorry to drink the rest of my Mountain Dew. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Rainbow highlights video gonna be coming out soon, so I guess that's the next video I'll be making. Yeah, that's been about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.